Test, test, test. Test, test. Test, test. Test, test. All right, man, what's going on? Hey, sorry for that. Had some little problems. What's up, man? Yes, 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 yes. Are they blocking me? Come on, Instagram. Try to jump on here. Hope everybody's doing well on YouTube, man. Click the button. That was weird, man. They kind of jumped me there, man. Yeah, let me know in the comment section on YouTube if you can hear me. Click the like button, man. Don't be it. Don't be it. Looking at my notes. I'm not going to talk very long. I just want to cover a few stocks, man. Should have kept the music going longer. I feel it. I can feel it come. What's up, Jess? I'm going to cover a couple things, man. I got a lot of people been calling me, man. I'm not talking to people right now. Loud and clear. I got people want me at Zoom meetings. I ain't gonna be there, I ain't gonna lie. I'm in the wind right now, man. Sometimes you gotta go and retreat. And then don't try to contact me. Ask me if I'm okay. Of course I'm okay. I'm 10 foot tall. I'm fucking bulletproof. Of course I'm okay. I'm getting ready to come to New York, so I had a lot of people call. We got people wanting to meet me there. We ain't doing that, man. We're gonna have a cocktail party on Friday. Start making it rain, man. You get a lot of people want to talk to you. Something you got to do. Sometimes, if you live by the mind, they say if you live by the sword, you die by the sword. As a trader, as a guy teaching and writing, I don't like to be influenced. I don't really give a fuck about other people's opinions usually, unless it's someone just on a much different thing than me. You know what I mean? Um, and you got to separate yourself, man. It's hard to write music when other people are talking to you. You know what I mean? It's hard to create. Snapchat and Pinterest are all in the 70 RS range. Large cap growth is in extreme territories. This is the DPST banking trade. A lot of these, some people were swing trading this, kind of getting in and out. Nothing wrong with that. I've been more position trading this. But at one time, I did cut DPST in half because it is a triple leverage fund. And don't forget, son, it comes with risk. And it can go to fucking zero. Okay? Everything on planet Earth can go to zero. It's just the varying what are the chances that it does is what sets the risk parameters. And when you get into triple leverage, you're playing math. Okay? So this triple leverage, the unleveraged is the KRE. And if you're looking at this chart and you're in flow, I already see a couple of you guys. Hey, I see a couple on you here. You tried to talk to me this week. I ain't calling you back, man. It ain't anything personal. I just ain't got nothing to talk about right now. I'm in the money flow right now, man. And it's the absolute most important thing to me right this second. What the market is doing. I got a lot of money in the market. A lot of time, energy, life. And observing it, all of it. It's super important. And you can be pulled. And I get a lot of this, hey, let's have lunch. Nah, man. I might not want to do that. See, the problem is if you do that and 40 people do that, you just got a 40-hour-a-week job, baby. I'm trying to get free to get a job. Let's see. Sometimes they just got to roll with you. That's why a lot of times I do that. Come on, man. What's going on with my mouse? This is the XLP. A lot of these stocks have been lagging. We've been watching them real close. This, my friend, right here is a money flow pattern. Look at this. Listen up. Look at it. Stare at it. It's the sexiest thing on earth. By the way. The Science of Getting Rich says there's a thinking stuff from which all things are made, and which in its original states permeates, penetrates, and fills the inner spaces of the universe. A thought in this substance produces the thing that is imagined by the thought. So one day, many years ago, I'm playing blackjack, and I've been studying stock market. I'd lost, I don't know, 50, 60, 70 grand. Shit, I didn't even want to tell myself how much. But I'm an earner, so I make money and I make it back. Unlike a lot of dudes, they'll be in the corner. Oh, I lost 30. How will I ever? Man, I can lose that. Not long. Like, it ain't going to take long. Then you can go get it back by making some money. Get up. So the way you fix your mistakes is forget about the damn mistakes, learn from them, figure out what you did. So that's what I was sitting there contemplating on while playing blackjack with friends on vacation. So I'm on vacation and I'm thinking, man, I got to get rich, man. What are we doing? And I'd lost a lot of money studying charts, so this is always on my mind. And it's clear as day, I see this pattern. Now, I learned it from Stan Weinstein, but he was talking to me on a 20. Sorry, my mouse is playing with me today. This here. Where's it? This here. And man, it hit me like I found Jesus. Like, my life changed that day at that blackjack table. My wife said, how many drinks did you have? It don't matter. Sober, intoxicated, it's still the money flow. It's still price moving. I didn't need the news. I didn't need permission or a permit. As I'm sitting there, this came to me, clear as day, man. And so when I left that night, I went back to my room. And now anytime I walk into a hotel room, man, I just want to start writing. Get out my pen. So many good things have happened to me. Away like that. Alone. And I saw it clear as day, man. And I think one of the things I like about trading is technically it's a loner sport. And yet, even in the midst of that, people around us can help us. And you want to share this and you want to talk to people. And I would say, well, man, price will come down, it'll go sideways, and it'll start drifting up. And it'll complete these patterns. And I know how to, I'm not a writer, I'm not a teacher, I didn't go to fucking finance school, I'm not an attorney, I'm not a CPA, I'm not any of that, man. I just saw a pattern. And I began to study on these patterns and how could I apply this to my life. And one day I looked up, well, what is a pattern? What does it mean? And I began to realize that the money flow, what's up, James, is fractal. And I was like, man, what do we mean fractal? What does that mean? And a fractal's a never-ending pattern. And that's what the money flow was. And that's what the market is, man. Every day, some new dude turns 30. Every day, some new person starts at a job and sets up a 401k. Every day, some dude gets divorced and blows out. Every day, some girl opens her first, this stuff doesn't change, man. Every day, some kid learns options for the first time. This is DPST. And as me, I can't speak for other people. Like I'm French. Whenever I say we, I just assume my friends do the same shit I do. Most of my friends are virtual little memes. That's all right with me, man. Truth is, though, they're real people. That's why we do these meetups sometimes, just to remind myself, man. And so, probably what you kind of take for granted, a lot of my friends do, man. I'll show them this. What they don't understand, when I first started learning this shit, those dotted lines are called exponential moving averages. That's a 5, that's a 10, that's a 20, and that's just not all the money flow. This just helps us see through the window of the chart, man. In a mathematical expression of price, each one of these bars is 1 day, and a day in stock market, 6.5 hours, man. That means we could party for 18. We just need to pay attention for 6. Or work, whatever you got going on, man. Whatever you got going on. So as these moving averages begin to take this, where the 5's over here, and the 10 and the 20. If you have my course getting started with stock charts, I know you'd be a better trader if you had it. Some people on here suck. It's like, if you suck, go buy it, dude. Like, don't be stupid, okay? If you don't like it, let me know. I find it hard to believe, it ain't going to help you. But if it doesn't, you DM me. As this comes down, I'm waiting on a bottom. Now, same thing on Target. So Target's a recent ad. They say to me, Gerald, you cannot predict. I went to a party where a person lectured me on the stock market. Now, I didn't tell them who I was. I didn't tell them what I do. They don't know I wrote a book on it. They don't know that I believe I actually can pick bottoms. I didn't say time the market. I think we're using a different definition. My definition isn't so simple. I'm saying I can time all bottoms. I can spot all bottoms. Might not be the bottom. And so in the world, in the definition of time, sometimes I get on at people and they get mad. And they'll be like, they'll say something. And I'm like, that's not money flow terminology, man. I was picking on one of my friends today and he said it's a double bottom. What the fuck is that? He might like me, but he's not in the money flow like me. If you're in the money flow like me, you don't talk like that. Gangs have their own culture. Saw a girl yesterday, she had a tattoo by her eye. It said 504. You know what that is? That's the area code for New Orleans. It's the 504. Guys, that's a double bottom. No. It's 2 anchor points and 2 stage 1 buy opportunities. That's what that is. I'm from the MFG. They talk different, think different. A fractal's never-ending pattern. Fractals are infinitely complex patterns that are self-similar across different scales. They are created by repeating a simple process over and over again in an ongoing feedback loop. Driven by recursion, fractals are images of dynamic systems. The pictures of chaos, geometrically, they exist in between our familiar dimensions. Fractal patterns are familiar, very familiar patterns. There's no double bottom. It's two entries into a stage one. So if I'm position trading this, these are both buys. This may or may not be a sale. It depends. Depends on how deep in the money flow we're going. Depends on what we're trying to do, how in flow you are. I don't know your faith level, man. See, once people have all out faith, like once you're all in, once you're committed, once there is no other place, there is no other option, this is what you do. Once there is no other space in your brain, you begin to see the world, handle it, respond differently than people who are caught inside of chaos and they're still confused and maybe not quite sure. That's why my next book is called Chaos to Cash. Meaning you got to move from inside of that chaos in your head. You're on my subscription page and we were talking about how to apply thinking. A lot of people say, oh, you got to have good mindset. Man, they don't know what the fuck they're talking. They don't know shit about mindset. They ain't spent no fucking time on it. They ain't been along long enough to understand mindset. Mindset is a religion, man. It takes time. But it's got to have a direction and a purpose. And you got to stay on it. And it's not, I'm in a good mood as long as I'm happy, and as soon as something bad happens and I can't do it. It's like, no. The mindset part is that when the bad thing happens or when the good thing happens, you handle it the way you're supposed to handle it according to plan. You already planned. See, strong mindset, a healthy mindset is controlling one situation. That's what the 10 pillars of success are about. Pillar number 10 is take full fucking responsibility. Because the moment you don't, the moment other people do it for you, you are no longer in control. This is why when I travel, when I do meet and greets, when I go places, I don't let people set fucking times for me. Or, hey, come with me here. No, they're monopolizing. It's like, no, you can meet me here. You can come to me. And I'll be here then. What is that? Control of one's environment. People who love you, friends, family, will take control. Then you'll have a hard time applying and controlling this. So regional banking trade, this has taken a lot of mindset, man. And I want to ask you, if you're with me, you've made money on this. If you're my friend, you should be up 20, 30, 40, I don't know how much yet. Should be up a lot in the AI deals. Uber, Tesla. I mean, any friend of mine, anybody's a friend of mine, and they didn't make a bunch of money in Tesla. You got to ask yourself, damn, dude, how the hell can you know GP and not be up a bunch of money in Tesla? How can you? Let's look at this, because I talk to everyone I know. I know, maybe you're like, that would cost the price of a sandwich to be his friend. Let's see. Look at this. Everyone that's my friend, I actually sent them text messages to their phone and said, hey, look at this. Stop what the fuck you're doing. And right now, stop. And look at this. Okay? So while you're doing bubbles and bath, when you're over there fucking mowing your parents' yard, whatever it is you do all day, I'm watching this. And like right now, I'm hiding. I'm supposed to be on a Zoom call. Hey, ask Michael. Hey, Michael, Michael's emailed me. Did you email me, Mike, or text me? Mike's text me. Hey, Gerald, are you free? Let's talk. Where's my man Robert? Is he on here? Same thing. Where you at, Mike? Then I got sent a thing. I'm supposed to be on a Zoom call today. Man, I can't be on a Zoom call today. Did you see MPW? Come on, man. You want me on a Zoom call? Come on, man. I picked the bottom in the goddamn regional banks. I can't be on a Zoom call. You can be on my Zoom call. When I do one, you can come. Is that different? You should be on my Zoom call. Mine are more profitable. Here's the difference. If I go to their meeting, I'm not going to make nothing. Nothing's going to happen. I'm just going to listen to people talk. If they listen to me, what mine's about. And you see how in my brain it gets hard, man, because you're like, yeah, that sounds boring. So if you go look at the Peters report, you're going to see we started buying. We actually, remember, if you have my course and you didn't get the bottom on this, you need to get the course where we talk about the relationship of the moving averages. What's up, Mike? I hope you're doing good, bro. My man. I feel like it's like Biggie and Tupac. Like he's from New York. And then in this scenario, I'm Tupac. That makes you Biggie, Mike. Let's see. So these are our zones we picked up, you know. This thing pays a 15% dividend yield back here. And now we're up, what, 20 something percent? I don't know what we're up, man. Don't get me to lying, man. I'm not that smart, man. I grew up in a trailer park in Arkansas, man. I ain't no accountant or lawyer. I can't do the math on that. That's three number. It's what? I don't know. You guys tell me. I can't figure it out. I have not added the AT&T and Verizon. This is, if you did, you are following the money flow. You may say, why didn't you do it, GP? I've got other things I'd rather put the money in. I've watched this stock do nothing but go down for the last 5 years. So I'm not rushing into this. Yes, it's a 30-year low. There's a report out. And yes, this is a stage one buy. Technically, we only got 3 bars, but it's fine. You quote the Biggie Small. That's what in my isolation this week I've been listening to old school rap, man. Easy and them always get me pumped up. Yeah, I missed a Zoom call yesterday and one today. Yeah, I just can't do any right now, man. Let's see. Let's not say this. Let's see. I'm not excited about these. If you want to nibble on them, nibble on them. You know, whatever. You know the money flow. Don't ask me. Whenever the MACD histogram, this is how I use the MACD. I don't give a fuck about the crossover. What I am tracking on the MACD, this is all I care. This is what this little trooper's name, this is what he does for me. He shows me momentum. Man, we don't care about Disney. Need to be quiet and listen, son. I'm trying to teach you how to fish for life. You worried about fucking Disney. Okay. Over there with the whole princess collection. It goes, and then look, you see how this moved up? You see that up move? Or you can, see that? I mean, that tells me a whole story right there. This is a fucking Game of Thrones right here. Look, there's a lot going on right there, man. Nobody ever, when they say, hey, man, let's grab a beer, nobody ever talked to me about the histogram. Imagine that. Nobody on fucking planet Earth has ever sat down with me because I love the histogram. I love it. That's why I got to go in isolation sometimes. So I'm thinking about this, and they're not. So every conversation is boring to me. Nobody knows, nobody I'm going to talk to today knows that the histogram turned here on AT&T. Now the Money Flow gang knows, but nobody I'm going to do a Zoom call knows. None of my sponsors who I need to talk to because it's business, but I actually don't need to because I'm financially independent. It doesn't give a fuck if I don't show up. It just was. It is what it is. You just be mad. I'll be all right. That's a stage 1 buy, right? What I'm most concerned with is this right here. This. Now I'm gonna pen this for a second. This is an example of my life, and I don't know this young dude, Fritz. I like you, bro. And I want to say this for the record because I know it'll be preserved. People are going to do the money flow long after I'm dead. That's my mission now. That's why I started teaching it free on here because I didn't want anybody to take credit for it. I want it to be given to the world. I want it to be that maybe somebody bigger than me, better than me would pick it up. Because I'm not a good teacher. I'm not a good speaker. I can't even, sometimes I just go into hiding. I don't even go to Zoom meetings. I don't call it's really difficult to work with me. It's very frustrating because this is the most important thing in my world, trading. So other people kind of trade. It's all I do. Really, it is, man. So if we look at, it's a huge part of my existence. I want to show you something. And I'm more fascinated by it than other people. And if you've ever read my Two Selves book, if you've ever read, no, here's the part, Michael. Do you know? I don't know if Michael. Do you know this young dude? He's always on Trapper's lives. Anybody knows? Ask Trapper about me. Me and Trapper are friends. Trap grew up in the 504 in New Orleans. See, but Trap, where you at, Trap? You got some money and now you move, man. You kind of soft, bro. Looking all soft. That's what happens when you get jets and roll around. All your friends get surgery, they lose weight. And then they go to, next thing you know, motherfucker's got he's got a training partner. You know, prison, you just do that shit, get down, knock it out, man. Nobody has a fucking personal trainer. You're in prison, man. All of a sudden you get a little money, you get solved. In the condo, high up. I like Trap though. He's a good dude. Trap rolls with security though. Nah, gee, I go out here at night, party by myself. Don't give a fuck, man. I'm 10 foot tall and bulletproof. Now that may not actually be true, but I do actually believe that, and I do think that. One thing I know better than that kid Fritz is I reached out to you, bro. Man, I went to you personally and reached out to you, and I don't do that. I charge people $100 an hour to talk to me if we're talking stocks, man. I got 2 courses, 7 books. A lot of these dudes that you guys know on here, I taught them how to trade, man. I wasn't a social media guy, so I didn't have a very big following. And I kind of liked this Fritz dude because he was talking about a bear market on Trap's live, man. Trap will call me out on there. Trap knows what's up, man. I'm one of the greatest fucking traders in the world. And I reached out to this guy. I was going to give him a chance to be my friend. And he argued with me. He says, we're in a bear market, man. Now, the problem in that, and what I'm pointing out to other people, man, is sometimes God entertains unaware, meaning sometimes angels just knock on your door. Sometimes God shows up and says, hey, man, I'm going to hook this young dude up. And that's how I got hooked up, man. A dude came into my life and he showed me how to do real estate, and I just shut the fuck up and listened. I didn't have any goddamn opinions, even though I did. And he said, listen, this is how you do it. A lot of young dudes start trying to explain to me shit. They're too stupid to just listen. Even if you disagree, all you got to do is listen. You get one fucking diamond from that. So one of the things that what I do is just listen. So this girl explained to me the stock market yesterday. I didn't interrupt. I didn't say, oh, but you know who I am? I wrote that. I just listened. Never argue. Listen. Shit, you might say something. Now, after listening for a little while, I realized she was dumb as dirt and didn't know stock market at all. And yet she was talking to a guy who's written multiple books on it. And all she had to do was say, hey, could you help me? And I did. And she now left not having any money, not knowing stock market, nor being helped. This is a 1 minute chart of the TQ. We made some money today, didn't we, MFG, day trading this. So look at this. Stage 1, breakout, previous high. That's the money flow game, right? Stage 1, we actually didn't even get stopped out. Rides up. There is no previous high. RSI game, right? That's the money flow game. Now we're out of the trade. This is a 1 minute, so we're moving in and out, right? That's day trading, fast and furious money flow. Obviously, there's a lot more to that. This pattern rolls. So here's Dash on a daily chart. I'm going to get off here. I got to go help some friends move. Now, this is the great bear market my friend Fred is talking about, because he read some economic reports and he read something about, I don't know, man. Everybody's got their own little hang-ups, though, what they read about M1 money supply and interest rates and some report from Jerome Powell and the hires that be. Now, Warren Buffett puts out a letter. Now, I know this kid hasn't read it. I highly doubt he's read 11 pages of any financial thing. But let's suppose, now, there are people who will go to fucking Reddit and they will read Reddit and they have never read fucking 11 pages from the greatest trader of all fucking time, Warren Buffett. At the age of 49, Warren Buffett had $1 billion. Fritz's parents had jack shit. Okay, at 49 years old, he had $49 billion. Not one of you in here had nothing, okay, compared to this. And at the age of 49, today, he's 90-something, and he has 149. He's 140x since he was 50 years old. But why listen to him? I'm sure Fritz could let us in on some things. He might be able to tell us some things that we could not learn from Warren Buffett, because he knows. So when he says that to me, this is what I hear in my brain. Here's a person. This is what I hear. Instead of just listening, he could have just listened. I was about to drop it to him free, man. So now all my friends, we're in Dash. We've been trimming this. Told them all to get into a core position. Let's take it back to Tesla. You guys remember this? What was it, January 4th, January 5th? What did I say? The bull market has started. And what? We were taking that bottom of Tesla. Except we didn't buy the regular Tesla. Remember, we got her back in. We didn't buy the regular Tesla. We were buying the leveraged Tesla. We were also buying the Tesla with the 50% dividend yield. Yeah, I said it right. 50 fucking percent. Sells call options. Now, Fritz ain't going to tell you anything about that because he doesn't know shit about that. These option income strategies that are paying like inside of portfolio management. Highly doubt he's tracking all 7 major indexes and 11 sectors, the S&P 500, and all 250-something subsectors. I don't know, man. You don't need to if you can just read a government economic report that says the yield curve is inverted. Based off that, my point being is none of that matters. What is. Stocks don't move up based on facts. Stocks don't move up based on economic reports. Stocks move up because a motherfucker at a computer hit a fucking button. That is why stocks move. So a guy at fucking Goldman Sachs clicks a button and says, hey, we need X. It goes up. And a guy at Merrill Street goes, fuck, I don't sell it to him. And then it goes down. And that's why stocks move. Then a guy over here goes, hey, why did he do that? I don't know. Go look. Well, it's broke the 5-day, and then blah, 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 and there goes stocks. Simple as that. It's called Taco fucking Tuesday. Stocks don't go up for, if stocks move based on fundamentals, they wouldn't move. They would all be the same fucking price. Now, we believe in fundamentals, and that's our fundamental target price. But charts let us take advantage of human emotion and opinion and ego. So I don't know where the fuck stocks are going. But if something's going up, I'm bright enough to ride it. And if I have a strategy to get in and ride it to the very fucking top and get out 4 days later, like right there, and I have a way to get in the bottom, I don't give a fuck if it goes up or down, man. So I don't need to have an opinion. It's a bear market. It's going up, dude. That's what I was going to try to help you with, man. I was going to take you, every once in a while, I go from a live where I just take a complete fucking stranger and I go, hey, let me help you. And I give them my time. I would have let that dude in the Money Flow gang free. We could have made him a killer. He'd be in there fucking day trading, swing trading, position trading. And you'd have been my personal friend, so you'd have my thumb on you. Now you're a made man. You're a friend of mine. But instead, no. You chose a different path. Okay. Let's see. A lot of BBBs on the trade. If you know what that is, let's pull this up just real quick and I'll get out of here, guys. I got some people, man. Hey, on the real. Where's it at? God damn it. That's the petersreport.com. Get on my email list, man. I'm working on an email I'm sending out tonight on a couple trade ideas. I'll be at the Brooklyn Bank. I don't know if I'm going to go as Yoda. I'm in the picture here, but I might. I'll be at the Brooklyn Bank on July 20th in New York. The real estate talk is the 29th, 4 hours. That's where you need tickets. I'm going to be holding court Friday, 4 near my hotel there in Brooklyn. If you get on my text list, I'll post it again. Come on out if you're in New York. And we're in MFG, obviously welcome. It's free. We're going to have drinks and hang out. Everybody's trying to get me alone. Stop doing it. I'm not going to do that. Ooh. I'm not going to fucking dinner with you. I'm not going to anything. You can come with me, okay? You can go where I'm going, but I'm not going to you. Okay? You get what I'm saying? There's a distinction there. Because otherwise people monopolize my time, man. And if you roll with me, it'll be a lot funner than you. Let's see. Because all you're going to talk about is you. Instead, you should listen to what I want to talk about. Let's see. Took profits on the U-Pro. That's the triple leverage S&P. So I could say it's a bear market, sir. I could say that. I could be like, oh, you guys are in a bear market. Or I could be cashing in on the bull run that I've been in. There's a big difference between the two. You get what I'm saying? So we're trimming. Trim some here. Now we're trimming again. Meaning long before it turns, and if it does go down, I'm going to have a lot less so that I can start loading it up again. That's called fucking trading, okay? That's called trading a pattern or a cycle. And we know when to enter and we know when to take it down. That doesn't mean we know where price is going. That's a different thing, okay? But we know what it looks like when it's getting there. My favorite stocks right now, I'm looking at Haynes Brands, Target, a couple others I'll release there in Discord. Oh. Last couple weeks, what have we been saying? We're getting in the silver trade. Now, what do you see? Come on, man. See the pattern? Sideways up, sideways down, sideways up, sideways down, sideways up. Me. So I'm expecting this to go to previous high, right? Which would be $36, right? we still on YouTube? Yeah. You see it? Now, unlike other people who just say shit, I write mine down, document it for you to see. So, let's see. Write it. 614, taking a swing in Starbucks, hasn't gone anywhere. New swing on AGQ. And then we put it on page 5. What was that? 614. And some days I'm so good it scares me, dude. Like I'm concerned. Let's see. Had a guy hit me up on options today. He took huge options trading. Yeah, 614. So here's where we started it. And we had this pullback, huh? What was that? June 16th. Let's see. And then I'll get out of here. Where are we at? $26 added to AGQ. Now, one thing that'll kind of help you make sense of this, it's page 35, right? So every Sunday night, you know, I'm kind of plotting out my whiteboard. If you're in the MFG, that's your homework, man. If you go through the week and you don't do that, you're a fucking loser, right? Seriously. You're a loser. And if you're my friend, it's actually embarrassing. Like, no wonder you're not doing well. You're a loser. So this is your homework. Unless you're a loser, don't do it. But stage 3, this is the stocks that we can draw money from, right? Stage 1s are ones that I'm looking at adding to, and they all meet the criteria of a stage 1. I'm looking to rank all of the indexes. Here are the 10 dogs of the Dow. Here's all these stocks for swing trading. These are leveraged Apple, Amazon, Google, PayPal. So we swing trade these. These are some of the 3X indexes. These are just ideas. Sometimes it's not a stage 1 yet, but it could be by Friday. So I'm keeping an eye on it. And as you go through this B&B trades, if you know what those are, here's some pennies I'm looking at, current swings I'm in. As I go through the board of a winner, I always have a little verse or something I need to dig into a little bit. I was telling everybody, start looking into bonds. We're going to have a class on this. Where they come from, first class, first country to use them, how they work, how they play out in your portfolio. And then breakouts. Now notice, if you go through this, you're going to notice a pattern. Kellogg's, Kraft, Pepsi, Starbucks, CVS, Edison. These are utilities and XLP stocks, and I'm getting off with this. I got sidetracked from the thing, but we played the silver perfect. You can go and look at the dates on it, and now we're letting that ride. Let it ride, okay? This thing can run for a minute. Be slow on this on the trim. What was I going to show you over here? This is the UTSL. This is a triple leverage to energy, the XLU. If you go look at the XLU and the XLP, right, you're going to see they're set up right now, stage 1. So if we got growth stocks, this XLP, Pepsi, Coke, all those kind of stocks, Procter & Gamble, Johnson & Johnson. So as you're doing this, now what? You got to go look up the XLP. It's one of the 11 sectors in the S&P 500. It's made up of 10 stocks that top up. Go look at the 10. Look at all the shit you just learned. And you're looking at the XLU, top 10 in there. Now you know the top 10 utility stocks. Well, if you're doing this fucking game every Sunday of every fucking week for the next 52, goddamn. What do you think happens? And you got me over your ear going, hey, look at this. But you'd have to listen, man. Some of you guys are too smart to listen. I can't listen. I'm going to argue with a guy who's a multimillionaire stock trader. I'm going to argue with him rather than be his friend. All right, man. Some guys do that. Bread and butter. Hey, don't tell that guy what the B&B is. He doesn't need to know. He's trying to sneak in. steal our work. What the fuck, man? Maybe he's new. And they're looking at me. It's not the way to treat new people. Gerald, you should welcome him into the channel, ask him to subscribe and click the like button and to follow you. Or I could make fun of him. That's an option. Get rich to follow no fucking algorithm or any of your social norm rules. So, how about that? Ain't coming to your Zoom meeting. Ain't coming to your fucking luncheon. Ain't coming to anything. You're coming to me. That's called the alpha code. All right, man. You guys be good. Trimmed. I'm taking down my U Pro. Look at this candle right here. That's a doji. It's the only candlestick pattern I let into the money flow game. That's the only terminology because this is so fucking accurate. This is a reversal candle. It's usually a topping candle. Doesn't mean the market's going to crash or go down. Market can go sideways, okay? So, but it is a very good, that and a 74 RSI. I have a long position in the U Pro because I'm a badass trader, and now I'm trimming it. And so we're going to trim it into a stage 3, or I will, as price goes sideways into the stage 3. I don't even have it up now. Here, I'll take some off. And then, hey, if it wants to break out and run, because I'm not a perma bear, cool. If it wants to break down, cool. I'm getting rich either way. Do what you want to do. And in our day trading room, I'm going to keep trading the way I do. It don't matter to me if it's up day or down day. Prefer it opens down, to be honest. Makes it easier to trade. If you don't have my free ebook, grab it. My course is on sale right now. It's not on sale. What did I say that? It's not on sale, man. I'm not going to let you greedy bastards have it cheaper. It's already too goddamn cheap. So it's $49, but I'm throwing in my alpha code book. And ladies, you need it because your boy probably ain't got it. So you're going to need some more alpha code on your side too. But it's how to approach the world and life, especially if you're in this out here swing trading and day trading, trying to do rental properties and stuff. You got to get your mind right, man. But if you're just out in the workplace and just running a business, trying to be a good dad and trying to be a good person, man, you need to be 10 foot tall too, man. So let's do it. Hold the silver. Target's coming up. Probably hit it next week, man. Peace.